welcome back to my channel, whether you are new or whether you are returning. Hi, my name is Citlali Olvera. I am a 23-year-old who's trying to figure out life after losing her dad. I lost my dad in March of this year to glioblastoma brain cancer, very aggressive form of cancer, and basically there's no cure for it. My dad fought his fight as long as he could, as strong as he could, and unfortunately he just lost his battle recently. It is very recent, guys, okay? So I'm literally trying to figure out life. Today you guys might be wondering, what are we doing? And honestly, I do have to say immediately that this is going to be a very short video compared to everything else that I've done, especially compared to the one from last week where I did a get to know me. So that being said, I want to give a brief explanation so it kind of just makes sense and it ties in. We are going to be going to the cemetery, but hear me out. We are doing something in honor of my dad. So when we were arranging my dad's burial, the cemetery did tell us that they put this little stone, right? This little stone has their name, the day that they were buried, and then it has the name of the plot, their row, and their section, something like that. I can't remember. If you follow me on socials, you know that I've posted my dad. You probably knows what it looks like, but if you don't, I'll show you guys right here, just so it kind of makes sense as to what I'm talking about, right? So these people try to leave it for about 6 months to a year, possibly even more than a year. So when my dad got buried, I kind of went around and I was like, oh, let me see. I want to know who's buried around here. Maybe I know anybody, or maybe I just want to meet my dad's, neighbors. So I started going around and they all had a little white rock everywhere. And some of them had been there for like about 3 years. And then recently, just a few weeks ago, we went to the cemetery and I was just like, and like for a while, I was like, wow, it looks really empty. Like, what happened to all the people that were here, right? Like, unfortunately they're no longer with us, but I'm like, what happened to their names? So then I was like, I just kept walking, and then like at a point I was like, wait, I think I just stepped on somebody's grave. Like, wait, where is their name, right? Caught me super off guard, even though we were informed. I will say they informed you. It's a disclosure that they do, that after a certain amount of time, like you either could get a headstone, or they do have to remove it as much as they are using it. And I know it can be mean, but it is not, guys. At first I was very shocked, but now I understand that obviously a cemetery fills up really fast, faster than anybody wanted it to fill up. So they're needing it, right? As they're needing it, they're removing it from people, from those who have been there for like buried for a couple of years. These people don't have a headstone, and I'm not going to say it's because of their family, but honestly, guys, headstones are very expensive. Honestly, as well, it is sometimes harder for some of us to go to the cemetery than it is to others. I think that I'm okay with not having my dad with me, but I've definitely been like, okay, I've kind of learned to accept where my dad is at, and it brings me peace to go because I feel connected to him, right? But it is not like that for everybody. Some people really don't want to go back to that place, which is probably why they don't have a headstone, which is probably why they don't have anything on their grave. So that is where we come in. Like I said, the cemetery starts removing it. The day that I stepped on it, I do want to say that I didn't do it on purpose. I really was like, it looks empty. And then when I looked back, I was like, oh my God, there was just like a big circle of dirt marking where their name is supposed to go at, or like their headstone or whatever. Some of these people only had like a couple flowers, others didn't have anything. So maybe me, and I know if my dad were here and he would see that, he would be like, no, let's share some flowers around these people. So because they are basically my dad's neighbors, today I do want to go ahead and bring them some flowers. And trust me, I did think about it, and I didn't really want to record this, but I thought, you know what, this is like the one thing, like the very first thing that I'm actually going to be physically doing for my dad, like in honor of my dad. So today we are giving back, and we are going to the store and buying some flowers, even if it means that it's one flower, or if it's 2 flowers per person, I don't know, but we are going to make it work. As long as we can see where these beautiful people are at, we are going to mark their space with a flower. And I hope that I can show you guys exactly what I mean, because if not, you're gonna be like, estás bien loca. Ya estoy bien loca. We've established that before. But yeah, we are doing that, and honestly, it just feels really nice to be able to do something. In my last video, whether you watched or not, just a little recap, I did mention how my dad was just a great man. My dad loved to give back. My dad, if he saw somebody kind of asking for money, he would go and buy them food. If my dad saw that somebody was cold, he would like look around his car and be like, oh, how can I help, right? My dad and my mom at a point did actually go ahead and do like winter, I don't know what to call it, but basically they would make like hot chocolate or champurrado and like drive around the streets and find those who were homeless and give them out stuff. Sometimes they give out pozole, sometimes they would give out like mariscos when it was hot, because you know they lived in Central Valley. So my dad loved to give back to people, and today we are doing that. And I really hope that this is making him happy all the way from where he's at. And I just know my dad would have definitely been like, this is, you know, we need to give these people some flowers because everybody deserves their flowers. And if I am honest, I don't know if I'm even allowed to put a flower there. I don't know if the cemetery will remove it, because there are rules in every single cemetery. There's rules to certain stuff, and I actually cannot recall if I can leave a flower or not. But let's just do it, and it's okay whether it's there for a day or 2 days. At least this person had a little flower. And yeah, let's go. To the cemetery, we did get 8 little ramitos. It was like $70, so literally nothing at all. If I could afford headstones for all these people, guys, I would do it. I really would do it. We did pull up and see though that somebody already added flowers. I don't know if it was cemetery, but we are going to add more. This is how it's looking. And guys, like, I am literally trying to figure out if these are some, because they used to be like super marcados, like you can tell if people were here or not. So like, I don't know if this is a person that's there. Like, I kind of want to assume, because like that's one, right? And then the middle, and then there's like another one, but like I don't know. Here's another one that we're putting, and I am trying to still literally figuring it out. There's a circle right there, there's one right there. This is so hard. Like, so we tried going based off the pictures that I had, like from times I've come to visit my dad, from like the day that we buried my dad and stuff. It's very hard because it used to be like a huge circle and you can just tell that like somebody was there, right? But today you can't. Like, I feel like it rained because the dirt was even really hard to like put the flower in. But here's my daddy. Hi, Dad. This is what I'm talking about, right? So you can see it says my dad's name, like where he's resting, the road, the line, whatever, and the day that he was buried. So this is how it should look when you don't have like a headstone like that, like a plaque, whatever you want to call it. This is what you have. But then after a while, this is what they take off. So then you put one of those, and if you don't put anything, then they remove this, and then you just basically have like the piece of the ground. And that's where I was sticking the flowers at. As you saw, one of them had like a drink, others already had some flowers, but I still added flowers. But yeah, this is how it should be looking. Like I said, I don't know if we can have this on the people's grave, but it was from the kindness of my heart and from the kindness of my dad's heart that we did it for the people, because the people deserve to have some kind of love, and we did it in his honor. We did it in honor of my dad. So pa le pusimos flores a la gente que no traía. It makes me feel good, because not because I'm doing something and I'm showing you guys, but because of the fact that I know if my dad saw it, he'd be like thinking the same thing. Hay que traerle una florecita. You know, you guys saw I didn't spend a lot, and maybe it won't be there for forever. Maybe it'll be there for like a day or two, but honestly, just seeing it now, seeing these people have a flower, really makes me happy, because I could not imagine how hard it is for some people to even come. Like me right now, like I'm telling you guys, I'm learning to accept the fact that my dad is here. So every visit, yeah, of course it's hard. You know, I miss my dad every single day. Coming here just reminds me like he's gone, but it also makes me feel connected. So I'm okay with visiting, but a lot of people are not. People grieve in different ways. People, it's not that, you know, people forget their loved ones, but it's just very hard. Like, here's my dad. Like, here is my dad. And you can see some of those flowers that we put like back there, kind of. But yeah. So guys, like I said before, and I'll continue saying for the rest of my life, like if I could afford a headstone plaque for everybody, I would buy a girl. I would buy it, but they are so expensive. So which is another reason why we aren't giving back, because no matter how much or how little you have, you should deserve to always have something. And you know, that is it. Like, I am not rich, I don't come from a wealthy family, but gratefully enough for my dad, we are able to purchase his. We actually placed the order. We are waiting for it to come in, and we're not wealthy, we don't come from a wealthy family, but gratefully, like I said, we're able to do it for him. So he should be Like, this should be gone very soon, and he should kind of look like that with his plaque, and I am so excited to see it. But even then, even when my dad is all set, like, we are going to keep giving back to these people, because like I said, everybody deserves it. But for now, yeah, let me show you guys a little bit of where my dad is at, and then we are gonna get going.